Okay, get this. Stepping into someone else's memories. Not just imagining it, like actually experiencing their memories firsthand.
Yeah, it's wild.
Like their understanding of the world.
Yeah.
Almost like a super empathy machine or something.
It is kind of like that.
Right. Sounds like sci-fi to me.
You know what? It's closer than you might think. This isn't just a far-out idea anymore. We're seeing this convergence of AI and XR technology.
Whoa. Back up for a second. How is that even remotely possible?
That's what we're going to unpack in this deep dive. How can we even begin to map something as complex as human memory?
Okay, mapping memories. That sounds, I don't even know where to start.
It starts with the individual, actually. You've probably heard of like memory techniques,
Yeah.
the memory palace idea.
Oh, yeah.
Now imagine this. AI using data like brain scans, photos, even your old journals to build a virtual memory palace.
Whoa, for real.
Yeah.
So instead of just visualizing it in my mind,
Yeah.
AI could actually create a space
Yeah.
that I could walk through in XR.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
AI could even reconstruct spaces and moments you've almost forgotten.
Seriously?
Yeah.
How does that even work?
AI is really good at patterns.
Yeah.
And filling in the gaps. So you give it some information, it can create a really detailed representation of your memories.
Okay, so let's say I have this like hazy childhood memory.
Yeah.
Like I could barely remember it.
AI can use details from other similar memories, combine those with information about cultural norms, maybe even things like the weather on that day, to basically make that memory vivid and almost tangible in XR.
Wow. Okay, so you're telling me AI could take my vague, half-forgotten childhood memories and turn them into a fully immersive virtual reality experience.
Pretty much.
That's kind of freaky, but also amazing.
Right.
That's just my own memories, though. You mentioned shared experiences.
Right.
So how do we go from individual memory palaces to something collective?
That's where it gets really fascinating. AI can analyze all those individual memory palaces, looking for common threads, you know.
On shared experiences.
Exactly. And basically weave together this tapestry of human understanding.
So it's kind of like taking everyone's memories and
Yeah.
finding the overlaps.
Finding the things we all have in common.
Right. So instead of just reliving our own
Yeah.
memories, we could tap into a vast network of interconnected experiences.
Exactly.
Okay, that is truly mind-blowing.
And the thing about AI is it can analyze massive data sets, so it can reveal connections and insights
Yeah.
that we as individuals might never even notice.
So it's like AI helps us see the bigger picture, the connections between all of our experiences.
Exactly.
But what about when people remember things differently? Like what happens then?
That's one of the most exciting aspects.
Really? How's so?
Imagine being able to explore different perspectives on the same event.
Okay, like literally walking through different versions of the same memory. So instead of arguing about whose memory is right?
Right. We could actually see how different perspectives shape individual experiences.
That's pretty powerful.
It is.
So we can see how personal biases, cultural influences, even just like where someone was standing, can affect how they remember an event.
It adds a whole new dimension of understanding.
Wow. That's pretty amazing. This sounds like a powerful tool for learning.
It really is.
Like imagine students being able to actually step into historical events and experience them from multiple perspectives.
It's about moving beyond just rote memorization to a deeper understanding of historical context.
I like that. So instead of just reading about it in a textbook, you could actually experience it through the eyes of the people who were there.
Imagine a student learning about a historical conflict, not just from a textbook, but by experiencing it through the memories of people on both sides.
Wow. Seeing their fears, their hopes, their motivations, that would completely change how we understand history, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
It's not just about dates and facts.
Yeah.
It's about empathy and human connection.
Exactly.
It's not just limited to history, right?
Right. Imagine applying this to any field of study. Students could learn about scientific discoveries by experiencing the aha moments of the researchers who made them.
Yeah.
They could explore complex concepts by literally walking through different models and simulations.
That's a cool fact.
Seeing how they connect and interact.
Okay, I'm officially mind blown. We've gone from individual memory palaces to a global network of knowledge and experience, all accessible through XR. This is huge.
It really is.
But before we get too carried away, I think it's important to talk about the Potential downsides.
Absolutely.
What are some of the ethical considerations we need to think about here?
Yeah, we should definitely delve into that. It's crucial to consider the implications of such a powerful technology.
Right. Let's do it. All right, so where were we? Oh, yeah, ethical considerations.
That's right. With a technology this powerful, we need to be really careful.
I mean, we're talking about people's memories here.
Exactly.
That's some pretty sensitive stuff.
Yep, absolutely. One of the key concerns is making sure these shared memories are accurate and reliable.
That's a good point.
If we're going to use them for learning and decision making. We need to be sure they're as accurate as possible.
Right, because, like, memories can be subjective. Sometimes we misremember things.
Yeah.
Or even create false memories.
That happens.
So how do we know that what we're experiencing in XR is actually a true reflection of what happened?
That's where AI can help.
Okay, how so?
By analyzing multiple accounts of the same event, AI can identify inconsistencies.
Oh, interesting. Like a fact-checking system for memories.
Exactly.
I hear that.
So instead of taking one person's word for it, we can compare and contrast different perspectives to get a more complete and accurate picture.
That makes sense.
And it goes beyond just the facts. AI can also analyze the emotional context of those memories.
Emotions too, huh? That's pretty deep.
It helps us understand not just what happened, but how people felt about it.
So even if the facts are fuzzy, we can still connect.
Yeah.
On an emotional level.
Exactly.
Wow, that's powerful.
Imagine being able to see the shared emotions of people who experienced a historical event, even if they had different viewpoints or backgrounds.
It's like finding common ground, where we might otherwise see division.
Right. It could help us find empathy and understanding.
That's an amazing thought.
It is, isn't it?
Like this technology could actually help us bridge cultural divides or even resolve conflicts.
It's certainly a possibility.
It's almost like a global empathy machine.
By allowing people to experience the world through each other's eyes, to literally walk in each other's shoes, we might be able to break down barriers and foster a deeper sense of shared humanity.
This is all pretty incredible stuff.
It is.
And also wonder about the impact on individual identity. If we're constantly immersed in the experiences of others, could we lose our own unique sense of self?
That's a valid concern and something we need to be mindful of.
Okay.
It's important to strike a balance between exploring shared experiences and nurturing individual perspectives.
So it's not about replacing our own memories with those of others, but about expanding our understanding by adding new layers.
Exactly. Think of it like adding books to your personal library.
Okay.
You don't stop reading your own books just because you have access to a wider collection.
Right. You simply have more to choose from, more to learn from. That's a great analogy. It makes me think about how this technology could help us break out of our own echo chambers and expose ourselves to a wider range of ideas.
Exactly.
That's a good thing, right?
It has the potential to transform us from passive consumers of information into active explorers of knowledge.
That's a powerful thought. Okay, so we've talked about the big picture, but I'm curious about the practical applications for individual learning. How could this technology benefit someone who's trying to learn a new skill?
That's a great question, and it's something we'll explore right now.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so how could this tech help someone learn a new skill?
Okay, imagine this. You're trying to learn to play the piano instead of just watching videos or reading sheet music. You put on an XR headset and step into the memory of a concert pianist.
Whoa, like I'm inside their head.
You see their hands moving, feel the rhythm of the music, even experience the emotions of their performance.
Wow, that's so much more immersive than just watching a video.
Right. It's like having a master class right inside your own head.
And it's not just about mimicking movements, right?
No, it goes beyond that. You can tap into their muscle memory, their understanding of technique, even their intuition for timing and phrasing.
So you're not just learning the mechanics, you're absorbing the artistry too.
Exactly.
The feeling behind the skill.
And because it's XR, you can learn at your own pace. Rewind and replay sections. Even practice alongside the expert.
Wow.
Getting real-time feedback.
This is like having a personal tutor who can show you exactly how it's done from the inside out.
Right.
And this could work for any skill, right?
It's not limited to just physical skills.
Yeah.
Imagine learning a new language.
Yeah.
By experiencing the memories of a native speaker.
So I could hear the nuances of pronunciation.
Exactly. Feel the flow of the language. Experience the cultural context.
Instead of just memorizing vocabulary and grammar rules.
You're immersed in the language, absorbing it on a much deeper level.
This is incredible.
And it doesn't stop there. Any subject you can imagine. History, science, anything.
Learning history by actually experiencing it.
Yeah.
Stepping into the minds of the scientists who made the discoveries. The possibilities are endless.
They really are.
This technology has the potential to completely revolutionize how we learn.
It's about connecting us to this vast network of knowledge and empowering us to become active participants in the learning process.
It's not just about consuming information anymore, it's about experiencing it.
It's about breaking down the barriers between individuals, disciplines, between the past and the present.
Creating a world where knowledge is accessible to everyone and where everyone has the opportunity to learn and grow.
That's the goal.
It's a beautiful vision, and I, for one, am incredibly excited to see where it goes.
Me too.
So for our listeners out there, keep your minds open to the possibilities. The future of learning is here, and it's waiting for you to explore it.
And who knows, maybe one day, your own memories and experiences will be part of this network.
Wow. Helping others to learn and grow.
In ways you never could have imagined.
That's an amazing thought. Well, that's all the time we have for today, but this conversation is far from over. We'll be back next week to dive even deeper into the world of XR and memory mapping.
Until then, keep those imaginations firing.
And keep exploring the infinite possibilities of the human mind.